Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Eker, and today in this video we're going to be talking to you guys about one of the most OP and best Warlock solar subclass setups I've seen in a while. Now guys, we're going to be using old reliable sun bracers, and we'll go ahead and talk about how to use this to its fullest potential, obviously after getting patched and kind of nerfed a little bit with the sun bracer gauntlets. But we're going to be showing you kind of the best build to run for solar. This is going to work for all sorts of things, whether you guys are doing lost sectors, raid carries, just raids with friends and stuff like that. I have already over 25 Sherpas on Crota from using this setup, and this thing is just a beast to use in PVE. So guys, let's go ahead and kick it off with obviously the Warlock drip. So looking at the Warlock drip, we'll go ahead and just talk about sun bracers for a second. We go ahead and inspect this. We can obviously see increases the duration of solar grenades. Solar melee kills grant unlimited solar grenade energy for a brief time. Now this is about 4 to 5 seconds, I'd say, where you get to spam unlimited nades. So about 4 to 5 nades is what you get to put out of this. We're going to go ahead and showing you guys the fullest potential you guys can use. We're going to be talking about armor mods, artifact mods, what weapons to use and stuff like that if you guys want to use specific weapons. If you guys are not trying to do lost sectors and stuff like that, obviously with lost sectors, you guys just want to use whatever's better for you, whatever's best to take out those champions and unstoppables and all of that. But we're just going to go ahead and kind of run through everything for you guys as fast as we can. No BS, try to just get it out for you so you guys can see everything. So obviously we're going to be running sun bracers for our exotic, but let's go ahead and talk about this subclass. So we're obviously going to be running well, unless you guys do feel like running daybreak. Your abilities is going to be up to you. We'll kind of talk about everything here in a second. So grenades, we're obviously going to be kicking off those solar grenades. A grenade that creates a solar flare of light, blah blah blah. Obviously it's going to scorch targets, and it's going to ignite and help stun unstoppable champions. Now for our melee, we're going to be running the Ensign Snap. This is a lot closer range of a melee, I should say. It's going to be a lot easier to kill targets. And then for your abilities, obviously whatever personally you want to run. But let's go ahead and talk about our ability for the Phoenix Dive, or our Healing Rift, or our, what is it, the other one? The Empowering Rift. Yeah, that's right. So if we're talking about those kind of things right now, obviously Healing Rift's very good for when you just want to heal. Phoenix Dive's good for when you heal it yourself. And then obviously Empowering just makes your guns quote unquote better. But Phoenix Dive is actually going to be what we're running, and we'll go ahead and tell you why. So obviously you're going to get Cure, you are healed in a burst of mending. So that means you just, as soon as you hit your Phoenix Dive, long press B or whatever you have it keybinded to, it's going to heal you instantly. But while Heat Rises is active, you gain restoration while diving and scorch targets upon landing. So not only are you healing yourself, but you're also doing extra damage because of Heat Rises. And the reason why we're going to be running Heat Rises is, I'll tell you in a second, this is going to be absolutely broken with the build. So you can fire weapons, melee, and throw grenades while gliding, obviously. If I long press LB, it holds and consumes my grenade, and then I can go ahead and get in a melee, or a snap, I should say, to where if I snap while I consume my grenade, I'm going to have infinite grenades in the air while doing a whole bunch of other energy stuff. I mean, this is going to be absolutely broken. So try to stay with me. So if we use Touch of Flame, our healing grenades, our fire bolts, our solars, our fusions, I mean, all of that have enhanced functionality. So that means that our solar grenades are going to act even longer. So our solar grenades are going to increase his linear duration, periodically emits blobs of lava around his perimeter. So it's not only going to be doing that one tick when you throw that grenade, it's actually going to be dropping a lava pit around the grenade to actually deal damage a long time. And not only are we running that with the sun bracers to give us even more time and more damage, but we're also running Heat Rises to allow us to consume our one grenade in order to snap, kill another one, and then have infinite grenades in the air that cures us as well. Now it's going to be, it sounds absolutely broken, but guys, you got to trust me on this, and you got to run this build. This is insane for PvE. Now for fragment wise, let's go ahead and talk about this real quick. We're going to be running Ember of Resolve, Solar Grenade Final Blows cure you, so obviously we're going to be getting non-stop healing. So this is going to be a great build for running anything for Masters, anything for running anything on Lost Sectors and stuff like that. It's just going to be very, very good. So the next one, we're going to be running Embering of Singing. Your ability classes recharges faster when you scorch targets. Not only are we going to be scorching targets with our Phoenix Dive, with our grenades, with our melees, I mean, everything is going to be kicking in to this build to allow it to happen. Now kicking off to Ember of Emperdine, solar weapons or ability final blows extend the duration of restoration and radiant effects applied to you. Now we have our radiant effects and our restoration effects coming from our aspects and from our Phoenix dive. So don't worry guys, we're going to have non-stop healing, we're going to have non-stop radiant. I mean, this is just going to be an absolutely broken build. Now for our last one, we're going to be running the Ember of Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. So this is going to obviously help you with doing raids, GOA, maybe threes, or maybe you guys are just doing PVE just in general, just to kind of have fun, maybe Dares of Eternity or something like that. But this is just going to be a broken build to help everybody out as well as you, cure everybody, keep everybody alive, and absolutely pop off with damage. So let's go ahead and kick off what's going to be the next part, and let's go ahead and talk about some of the aspects on your artifact. So I currently don't have a whole bunch of them equipped, but I recommend obviously running Elemental Fury, as well as Elemental Mutations. Obviously you can run the Elemental Orbs of Solar too. While using a Solar subclass, Solar Weapon Final Blows have a chance to spawn a Solar Elemental Orb. Solar Orbs can be thrown to create a Solar Explosion that scorches targets and it damages. And obviously those scorches again are going to kick back into our subclass that we were originally running. So let's go ahead and talk about the armor build finally. Let's kind of just see what we have everything set up for. So I'm going to be kicking it with Ashes to Assets on my helmet. This is going to do gain bonus super energy on grenade kills. So that means we're going to be absolutely demolishing it when we're running Ashes of Assets, because we're constantly getting those grenade kills, we're constantly consuming them, we're getting those melee kills. It's going to make Well or Dawnblade, you know, if you guys want to run Dawnblade for ad clear, a lot better. And I run Radiant of Light just because of the armor charges by 1. For the next one, we're going to be running double firepower. This grenade means that your grenade final blows create orbs of power, and it's just going to help everybody out in the group that you guys are playing with. I'm running harmonic resistance, arc resistance, and solar resistance. You guys can obviously mix this up. It's just depending on what you're running. This is just my build that I was running when I was doing Crota. And I do have arc scavenger on for my hothead that I was originally using, but we'll go ahead and actually go ahead and look at the legs, and I'll kind of talk to you guys about that because I completely forgot that that's still on. But for my what is it, the gauntlet, I think for Warlocks, we're going to be running Outreach, which reduces melee cooldown when using class abilities. So, you know, obviously throwing that grenade is going to make our melee even less. And then I run Outreach obviously again, so I'm double stacking that one. And then I run Powerful Attraction, automatically collects nearby orbs of power when you activate your class ability, and obviously we're going to be activating those abilities back to back. So let's go ahead and see really quick what we can put on the legs for you guys. I'm sorry about that. So this one's going to be good. So we'll run, either you guys can run one of two things when you're doing this. So you can run 2 Innervations and 1 Invigoration, or you can run 2 Invigorations and run 1 Innervation. So what I mean by that is if you run 2 Innervations, it reduces your grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. Or if you want to run 2 Invigorations, it's obviously going to be reduces the melee cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. So no matter what, you're going to be, you know, quick swapping back and forth between your melee ability and your grenade ability. But it's going to be absolutely broken, and you're going to have them constantly. You're going to have that well constantly. You're obviously going to be killing ads left and right, no problem. I would include gameplay in this, but I like to do my videos to where I just straight up show you guys what to use. Don't make you guys watch the entire thing where I just kind of put an aspect in and then tell you about it, when I can just tell you everything straight up front, let you guys go have fun and enjoy the build. So other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. We're on the road to hit 6,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely awesome. I love you guys. Peace.